God. So do they find out about Seville like after he was dead?
Yes, they did. They
So
did.
he ever had the uncomfortable equivalent of an Oprah interview?
He was very litigious.
Oh.
So like anyone that said anything about him. One thing I want to take issue with, and it's far from the it's not the most horrifying part of the Savile case was you know the Sex Pistols.
I've heard of the Sex Pistols.
Johnny Rotten, I think, was I don't know if he was the bass player, but he's like one of the singers, I think, a little bit. But he's the guy with the crazy eyes.
Okay.
So he's sitting down on a show, and he goes like, he's like, here's a radio interview of you and like a kid from like 1973, right, or something like that. And he's like going like, I'd like to fucking kill Jimmy Savile, like, and he's like, because I've fucking heard things and all that kind of stuff. And then like so he's like 70 now, and he's sitting in this chair, and like the audience, he's going like, weren't I fucking right? Weren't I fucking right? And everyone's like clapping. He's like, oh, I hated that cunt and all that kind of stuff. And then the guy interviewing him, who was Piers Morgan, was going like, so like, did you take a stand on that on that at the time? Did you do anything else? And he's like, I said my piece. And then they were like, well, that interview was never actually broadcast, was it? He was like, no.
Nah, but I'm sure he heard about it.
Yeah, but how is that?
I'm sure
How
it
is
made
that
it
being a
round the
renegade?
grapevine. Maybe probably stop making him molest. Kurt Cobain
Yes, he
famously
shot himself
was
in the
thought
head.
to was thought to have. I have a different theory.
Go on, what's your is it that Courtney Love did it?
No, I think his last words were yeah, and then he blew his brains out. He's just funning around.
Because I've seen some gay porn stuff where I'm surprised it doesn't go through the back of their head.
Damn it,
the noises
stop
the
it.
guy's making.
It's so triggering. It's so triggering. I saw a thing I didn't want to see.
What about that for a fucking weird porno? Like the guys, it's like a Kurt Cobain porno, and he's so good at sucking the guy's dick that the guy blows it low through the back of his
blows
head.
the back of his head off with a powerful fuck.
There's a famous documentary on the murder of Kurt Cobain, and they say it's Courtney Love. Well, this guy's like, oh, I got paid fucking 30,000, and they said they want me to kill Kurt Cobain, and they interview him, and then he's like, but the first thing he says when they're leading into the house, like he's got all these dogs, and he's like, yeah, I can understand them. They talk to me, and I can understand them. I was like, you don't open with that if you're trying to convince somebody.
Not your opener.
No.
I never tell people about Brutus when he reminds me to take my medication.
What does he say?
It sounds odd to people. Well, okay. So you know Brutus.
Sorry for stepping all over that fucking punchline, by the way. You were like setting up, and I was like, so what? How does he articulate this with words?
What punchline? Oh no!
Because I've heard this joke that you do on stage. Because you say like,
now you've killed it,
okay,
sir.
I'm sorry.
It's meant to be taken deadly serious.
Okay, let's start again. We can always edit that out.
What's the point?
No, no. There's still spontaneity because we've barely broached this.
Look, it's just all anybody really needs to know.
Okay.
Because I know people have heard this joke before. Because I say it a lot. I've been saying it a lot.
It's a good joke.
But it's just like I feel like at this point I need to reassure people that I am not going to go to the Mall of America with a bow and arrow, dressed in Apache war paint. I can just see it, you ever get like you get something and you're just like, that's just, it's not like a right thing to do. It's not. But it's outrageous, you know what I mean? So just to find it just makes me laugh, it makes me smile. to think of finding a perch. This isn't coming across.
I'm with you so far.
But it's kind of like Brutus's idea, and I'm not with it. But it's just funny. He's
You're like
I'm shit with a bow and arrow. By the way, you know what I mean.
You're like,
and I'm laughing so hard while I loose arrows. Like I'm laughing so hard, that's gotta affect my aim too. Maybe I wing somebody, you know. And I'm trying.
There's so much wrong. The logistics of committing a mass shooting with a fucking
so
with a bow and arrow, already telegraphing it with your costume, and then like, oh my god, because they take you down pretty easy.
Oh yeah, you gotta pick your
But
spot.
because you said Apache Warpaint, I really want to heckle next time you do this joke. I want to heckle. Surely it would be Lacosian, because they're more. That would be more area specific to Minnesota.
Oh Jesus, that would ruin the whole.
That would ruin everything.
Yeah.
That would ruin the whole evening. There'd be no. I wish you'd heckled that when I was saying it's hard to kill yourself when you're a fat guy, and you were like, just turn off your breathing machine. I wish you'd shouted that out.
I didn't.
Oh, man.
I need to worry on that.
That would have that would be terrible because that would one up my entire act because it would have got a bigger
was
laugh.
thinking-
Yeah,
Not that like in that way, but I was just like,
no, but it would be the fallout from that when you get.
it wasn't even a joke in my head. I just disagreed with the premise immediately. It was just like it would be much harder to kill yourself as a fat guy, and I'm like thinking of 10,000.
Yeah, keep eating burgers.
Don't take your heart meds.
Did I tell you about my heart meds?
Are you on heart meds?
I had a little rovastatin, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, but they say it's genetic.
Oh shit! You said that
So
like a party.
everyone
You're
in
like, "Oh,
everyone in my
rovastatin."
family has a history of heart problems when they eat themselves to death. So it's not my fault. It's genetic. But
I was on that route myself. I was eating myself to death, sir.
well, you're saying that as if this is like a little gambit that you can use to get closer to me. So that
Oh, no.
you're like, well, much like you, Cognac, I was disgusting
I
and
just
in
wanted to
danger
talk
of
about
death.
my
Although
own
my
thing.
triglycerides are high. Go for it, sorry.
Okay, well, no, I lost a bunch of weight, and I think it's just like, you can bear it in mind if it helps, if it doesn't help. But what I started doing is just after I have a big meal, I just visit the toilet and I throw my finger back in and you can just, there you go. You're not getting the calories from it, but you get the enjoyment from eating it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
I've never heard of that before, so I'll try that. I'll try throwing that up.
My teeth are soft, but besides that, then you can use laxatives.
They are transparent, your teeth.
Nothing's funnier to me than male bulimia.